A short horror story written in about an hour by yours truly, to best be read in an English, French, or Southern accent, by Rob Held on Thursday, May 17th, 2012 at 5:07 a.m. It was a dark and stormy night, and all was not well for young Eric Sowers. He was despising every waking moment on this camping trip in the French wilderness, with his father and his bride-to-be. But he needed to have the two of them bond. They were to be wed in a fortnight, and his father knew nothing of young Eric's fiancée. Miss Yvonne Nash, 2 years his senior, had met Eric in their college days, and they had been together ever since. Eric's father, Henri, had been off globetrotting for the past 5 years, missing out on so much of Eric's life. They had rented a cabin in the woods to ensure their comfort, but it seemed as though some outside force would have none of that. As soon as they arrived, the rain started, trapping them in their cabin. As they went to prepare a satisfying supper for themselves, they noticed that the food, all brought in fresh by them, but hours before, had spoiled. None of their electronic devices would work, seeming to have all been drained of their batteries simultaneously. Even their car refused to start. Nothing was going right for these poor, oblivious travelers. It was when the night came that all went horribly wrong. The storm about them seemed to reach a crescendo, the rain driving into the roof of the cabin like nails. The lightning was so close to them that they could feel the charge in the air. Just then, the door of the cabin was ripped asunder, exposing them to the elements. Whatever wanted to get in had gotten its wish. Yvonne screamed as the massive black thing seemed to rush in the cabin. Henri reached for his rifle, thinking that the thing was some manner of beast. Yet the thing tore the rifle from Henri's hands, just as it snatched up Yvonne. Eric cried out for her as he attempted to reach out for his beloved, but to no avail. She was gone. Eric ran after the thing disappeared into the woods, taking screaming Yvonne with it. Eric reached into the car for supplies to track this monster and his betrothed. The only item in his car was a single red metallic flashlight. It was also the only piece of technology that seemed to still function. He turned on his light and dashed into the thick woods, hot on the trail of his one and only love. He ran for what seemed like ages, every second lasting several score in his mind. Every moment when he did not have his sweet Yvonne seemed an eternity. He finally heard one last blood-curdling scream and knew it to be her. He ran to the strength left in his body to retrieve his beloved. He finally became upon the thing, a horrid black miasma with no discernible shape or reason. He turned his flashlight to see it. If the terrible thing still had possession of his true love. As he did, the thing seemed to cry out in agony. Light! Of course, the light would destroy this terrible black thing and reunite him with his love. Eric knew what he must do. Eric turned the flashlight back towards the horrid thing, demanding to know where his beloved lay. As he did, the thing bellowed in a soul-deep agony, too loud for Eric to hear anything else about him. He was set in his purpose to kill this damned thing and find his betrothed and never let her out of his sight again. As the miasma of this thing dissipated, a shape began to be seen within it. Yvonne, it must be her! Eric was so close now, just as the thing became but a faint cloud. Echo drop Yvonne out on the ground. Yvonne's scream as a pain threshold was quickly shattered, along with her spine. Just as this happened, the damnable thing drove itself down her open gullet. Yvonne screamed loud enough to wake the dead and then quickly joined them. Yvonne, Eric's fiancée, was dead. Eric fell to his knees, clutching the lifeless shell of his one true love, sobbing uncontrollably at his great loss. Moments later, Eric's father, Henri, found him, clutching the corpse of his bride-to-be. Through the tears, Eric asked his father what he should do. What could he do after a tragedy like this? Henri put a caring hand on Eric's shoulder and simply said to him, "Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't cry no more." Sorry everyone for the troll ending. Please don't hate me. It was done in conjunction with another friend who was writing a similar piece, and I encourage the rest of you to do the same. The world needs some new literature. And with the people I know, we could easily fill a book, even if it is with big shaggy dog stars. Hope you all enjoyed it.